few weeks back, I got this comment and I took it as a little bit of a challenge. In the past, I've done pop-up animations using Canva, making, a letter pop out of an envelope or making a piece of paper pop out of a folder. And if you want to, you can check out that video too. But I saw this challenge as going a little bit further with it in creating an animation in Canva where it looks like you're getting and opening an email. So this is a little bit more complicated than just making something pop out. What we actually need to do here is have a notification, click on that email, and then that email opens. So there's a little bit more going on here. And so I thought, okay, how can we actually do this? How can we create this in Canva? So I got into Canva, figured out how you can actually do this, and now I want to share with you so that you can give this a try as well. Now, on a little side note before we dive in, if you regularly watch my videos, you may have noticed that I haven't been on here for over a month, and also that my lighting has changed. Now, there's a few reasons for this. Basically, I had actually recorded 2 videos in early December. I just had to edit them, but December and early January got pretty crazy because we had to organize Christmas and then 2 of my kids' birthdays, and I just did not have the time to edit. Now, as things have started to get a little bit more back to normal, I also realized that I'm a bit sick of trying to battle the sun all the time. So trying to do daytime recording was getting a bit challenging because the sun can be unpredictable, so sometimes the recording would turn out great, other times the sun would be a bit too bright and too reflective, other times you'd have clouds going by making it constantly come in and out. And then of course my littlest one, who just turned 1 recently, he always wants to wiggle the tripod or make lots of noises. Figured if I start recording at night, it gets rid of all that stress, makes things much more smoother and easy, and makes the lighting a lot more consistent. So I'm going to give this a go, see how we go with recording at night. So we'll see how this goes. Now let's dive into the tutorial. Alright, so first let's have a look at the breakdown of the slides, basically what makes this up to make it work. So first of all, you're going to have your envelope. Next, what you want to see happen is see that little alert, that notification where it shows you've got an email and the mouse coming on the screen. Then we want the mouse to start to hover over to be clicking on it. And we want this envelope to start opening. So you see that top part of the envelope starts to open up. Then we're going to have it fully open, the top of the envelope, and then the actual email is going to start popping out. Then we can add some text. So you can always use an image that already has the text on it if you just want to do that. But if you want to animate the text, you may want to have this text appear separately and have it type on. So that's what I've done here. So you can see too, I've also added a sound here, email notification sound. So you can find that in Elements, just look up the sound. So if you wanted to, even add the sound, you can do that. You'll notice too that I put this on a green background. That's so you can use a green screen if you want to be able to use it as a video and then get rid of that background and place it on top of other things. So this is going to depend on what you're using it for, whether you want to use that green screen or whether you want to, put this onto something else that's within another design, or if you want it to be a GIF. It's really up to you what you're doing here, but that's what I've done in order to make it as a video that I can then get rid of the background and put it on other things. So let's have a little look at the preview. So you heard that noise, it opens up, it writes the text. All right, so let's have a look at how you actually achieve this. All right, so first of all, we want this envelope. Now it might look like, we just stick an envelope on the page, but there's a little bit more to it than that. We need to actually cut our envelope up. So as you can see, we have the top bit here. We have the bit over the envelope, the back of the envelope, and then the email inside. So how do you actually construct this? So we're going to go make a new page. All right, now let's put in an envelope. So you can choose any envelope in Canva. That is completely up to you. That is fine, whatever you want to use. So I've just gone in the Canva Elements, found this envelope. So ideally you want something that's going to be nice and open, easy to work with, something fairly simple. So what we're going to do is make a duplicate. So we've got 2 now, and then duplicate again. So we have 3. So we'll just put these 2 aside for a minute. So this one, very simple. This is going to be our back. So we just want to, you see that little line there? So you'll see the double-ended arrow. You're going to click and drag and pull that down till you see the fold. And there we have that back piece. So that's a very simple piece to put in. Now our piece of paper. So you can go in Canva Elements, find any piece of paper that you want to use. We want it to sit in that envelope. So going back here, you'll see that it sits inside it. So it's basically the same size as the envelope. So we need to put the size down a little bit, turn it so it sits inside there. All right, so that's going to be our email. So our next one, so we want to right click, layer, bring to front. Then again, we can crop it down. So now we're just going to work on this bit. So what we're going to do now is use this new eraser tool. So you're going to click eraser, pixel eraser, and you're going to rub out the top part. Now the more time you take with this, the more finished it will look, the more nicer it will look. So just going around those edges is where you need to take a bit of care. And once you've got them, then you can speed up and get rid of the rest. You can even up the size of the eraser and quickly get rid of the rest of it. And then press done. And now we have our top part. Now you notice over here in this one that it was semi-transparent. If you do want that effect, all you have to do simply is go to transparency, put it down a bit, and then it looks semi-transparent. So if you want that effect, it's very, very easy to do that. So now the top of our envelope. So this is the slightly more tricky bit. So bring to front. You can remove the bottom by cropping. So now we've got our bit, but as you can see, it has white in there. And what happens here? We want it the same color. So what do we need to do that? So we're going to go into apps and you're going to search clone brush. So it's this one here, it's called clone brush. So you'll search for that, open clone brush. Now this, I haven't seen anyone talking about, but it is a very cool tool. So we're going to make sure we've selected this. Now we can choose our brush size. So you can see a little brush appearing there. You want to feather it a little bit. And as we can see, we can start to pull from here. So you can see here, we can reselect source. So if we go back to reselect source, you choose the area on the envelope you want it to source it from. So we can choose that little top bit there. Then we start basically pulling from that area and coloring in this white to match. You may want to keep reselecting source. As you get more of it in, you might want to up the brush size so it starts to get a bit quicker. So the more time you take with it, the more you can make that look really nice. Then we're going to press save. And now we have the top of our envelope. So now we can turn it around, place it on top. And there we have our closed envelope ready to go. So this is our first scene. Now, as I said before, you can go green screen or whatever you want as the background. That's completely up to you. So now what do we want for our second frame? So this is where we want our little mouse cursor to come in and our notification. So the notification is just simply a circle and then we're going to go get a cursor. So I'll show you how to do that. So you want to go to elements, mouse cursor. All right, so now for our next scene. So what we want to do is click those three dots and duplicate page. So we're keeping everything else the same. And now we're adding in our cursor and our notification. So to do that, all you need to do for your notification is go to shapes, put in the number 1, and then you can style it how you want. So make the number 1 nice and big, make sure it is white, or you know, whatever you want to do really. If you want a different color, that's fine. Then you want to change the color of your little notification. So you can make whatever color you want. Obviously red's traditional, but if you want to do something more on brand or have some fun with it, go for it. Then our little mouse cursor here, all you have to do is go into elements and search mouse cursor and choose whichever one you want and place it in. So we're just going to put it over here in the corner to get started. Now in between these, we want to just hover over till we see add transition, and we're going to choose match and move. All right, so now we're going to move on to our next slide. So we're going to click the three dots, duplicate page. Now what happened in our next one? This is where we get a bit more tricky. So now what we're going to do is make it so we're clicking and it's starting to open up. So our notification is now gone. Our mouse has now moved up a bit. Now this, we want it to move and open. So how do you do that? How do you do that in Canva? So what we're going to have to do is actually make this bit an image. So you're going to make a new page. Just grab that top bit of your envelope, paste it on a page. Make sure you remove your background. So select background and delete on your keyboard. Then we're going to share, download. And we want a PNG transparent background. Now we're going to go to apps And you want to find this one, transform image, choose file, choose your file. Now you want to zoom so that it takes up pretty much that whole page. Then you're going to move it so it looks like it's opening. Add to design. Now we can just fit it into position. Right, there we go. Now it looks like our envelope is starting to open up. So again, we want to go between these two, add transition, match and move. So as you can see, we've got our envelope, our notification and mouse. Clicking it begins to open up. Let's click the 3 dots and duplicate page. Now we want to remove that one and we want to uncrop the background. Now it's up to you if you wanted to keep your mouse there, if you want to bring that cursor back in. Then you want your email to actually pop up, and we want our little email to pop up. So if this is in the way here, you can just right click, layer, show layers, grab that email one, pull it up. And again, we want to duplicate. Now just make sure that we're adding these transitions as well, match and move between each one. And then we can add our text now for this final one. So you're just going to go to text, add text box. You can choose whatever font you want. And then we're going to go to animate and typewriter, which I think is cute, but obviously that's up to you if you want to be able to do. Now you can add your notification email sound. If you could just go to elements, type in email notification. You want to go here to audio, and obviously you can try out all the different ones they've got. Choose one that you love the sound of. And you just want to drag and drop it onto your timeline. Which reminds me, you do need to make sure that you're working in a video format for this, because we are creating a video. Don't just use any old page. Make sure you're choosing a video format to do your editing. Now timing. So we want to play around with the timing. So going back to the one that I created originally, we went 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 1, and 20. Alright, so let's check out our email animation. So as you can see, this one is a little bit more complex. So I'm going to leave a template of my file down in the description below. So if you need a bit of a helping start, or if we want to edit what I've already got, you can actually use that as a starting point so that you don't feel too overwhelmed. But of course, if you want to do this from scratch and make it completely your own, go for it too. You might have also noticed that the original I kept referring back to, I had a green screen. And that's because if you want to download that video and then put it on top of other videos, putting it on a green background allows you to then remove the background as a green screen to place it on top of things. So the background you use will depend on what that end use is. If you want to be able to have a green screen and put it on top of other videos, or if you just want to make it a whole video of its own and have other things around it. So have fun giving this a go and happy creating.